Start of a new year is a perfect time to set your intentions, to sharpen your skills, and position yourself for bigger opportunities. Architecture is an ever-changing industry. And to stay ahead, it's all about learning, adapting, and growing. Welcome back to Architecture Beyond, the podcast where we explore the future of design, technology, and everything in between. I'm Brandon Gibbs, your host. And first off, let me say Happy New Year. This is our first episode of the year. I do hope that you have had a great chance as well to recharge and reflect over the last few weeks as we started this year. Because today we're diving into something exciting, New Year's resolutions for architects. Start of a new year is a perfect time to set your intentions, to sharpen your skills, and position yourself for bigger opportunities. Architecture is an ever-changing industry. And to stay ahead, it's all about learning, adapting, and growing. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, this episode is all about helping you make 2025 your best year yet. And it's still January, so it's not too late to refine those top-of-year plans. Right, so today we'll be breaking down the following. Key skills that you should focus on to stay competitive in 2025. Some amazing courses and resources from our course platform, Iamthestudio, that can help you level up, think 3D modeling, rendering with AI, parametric design, and more. And of course, how to set actionable resolutions that will help you stand out and seize opportunities ahead. So grab a notebook, settle in, and let's get ready to start the year strong. Trust me, by the end of this episode, you'll feel inspired and ready to tackle whatever comes your way. So let's get into it, starting with the skills that every architect should be focusing on for 2025. Okay, let's talk about the most important part of moving forward in 2025, learning new skills, right? As architect in our industry, it's ever changing. We know about that. And it never stands still. New technologies, methodologies, and design philosophies emerge every year, and staying competitive means staying ahead of the curve, okay? So what skills should you focus on? Here are 4 areas I think are essential after research, a lot of hours of study, to help you grow and position yourself for new opportunities. Side note, there are different levels, of course, from intern to project manager to firm principal, but needing to have managing skills both for creating and managing skills is key. So I will have some later episodes in the year focusing on maybe some of the management, but it's all really important. So stay tuned. Okay. First up, let's look at modeling. 3D modeling mastering with tools like Rhino, SketchUp, and Revit have been staples for architects for years. But now it's time to take your knowledge to the next level, okay? Because we have some skills, but you can always get to the next level. So if you're comfortable with the basics, challenge yourself to explore advanced modeling techniques for workflows. For example, Rhino is fantastic for freeform designs with awesome new tools in the latest Rhino 8 that are available. Mastering the latest in Grasshopper as well for parametric modeling can really unlock some next level creativity. And if you're in BIM heavy projects, Revit isn't just about creating models. Of course, the newest versions are out. It's about integrating workflows. So learning how to collaborate efficiently using tools like BIM 360 can make it invaluable for you or your project team. Number 2, let's talk about rendering and visualization. Okay, so, I know last 2 years have been just crazy with AI tools, Now, this has always been critical for architects in our visualization. Now, AI has a level of changing the game, okay? So imagine using tools like Midjourney or DALL-E to create conceptual renders in minutes, There's all sorts of techniques and workloads that are available now to us, okay? These tools allow us to experiment with different materials, lighting, and even compositions faster than ever before if you have the right techniques. Now, it doesn't stop at concept design. Visualization tools like Inkscape and Twinmotion now also integrate seamlessly for your models, okay? Learning how to create realistic walkthroughs as well as maybe VR or just AI content that will improve your workflow is going to help for clients as well as industry standard expectations, okay? Now, another big area is parametric design. If you haven't already dabbled in Grasshopper or Rhino or Dynamo for Revit, and then 2025 year is the year that you can dive into those areas, okay? That means that you'll be using parametric tools to allow you to design more efficiently, solve complex problems, make macros, or even optimize your design for things like energy performance or material use, okay? It's not just about fancy shapes, it's about smarter data-driven design, okay? So even if you're intimidated by scripting or coding, start small. Okay, there are tons of beginner-friendly tutorials out there, including courses we'll talk about later, to guide you through the basics of visual programming. Let's go into and not forget important tools like project documentation, right? It's not the flashiest part of architecture, but it's arguably the most important to get the job done, okay? Efficient documentation workflows can save you and your team hours of time, and in our industry, time is money for that. Okay, so if you're using Revit, learn to make the most of newest iteration of tools like D-Roots and Revit add-ins that are just growing every year that automate repetitive tasks, exploring better ways to manage sheet setups, templates, and construction drawings. Streamlining your workflows not only makes you faster, but also gives you more time to focus on design and driving client value, the part we love the most. So, as you're setting your 2025 goals, ask yourself, what skills do I want to develop this year? Okay, maybe it's mastering a new tool like Grasshopper, learning how to integrate AI rendering into your workflow, or simply getting faster at everyday tasks. And remember, learning is an ongoing process. Dedicating just an hour or two each week can improve your skills in a big way. And by the end of the year, you'll be amazed at how far you've come. Coming up next, I'll share some amazing newly updated courses and resources from Iamthestudio that can help you get started with all of these. So stick around, you won't want to miss that. So let's go into some of those great courses. Now that we've discussed the key skills architect should really focus on to get ahead in 2025, let's explore some exceptional resources to help you achieve these goals. At the studio, the successful course platform I started a few years back, we offer a variety of courses specifically designed to elevate your architectural skills and position you for success with real-world methodologies and techniques. Whether you're aiming to master 3D modeling or delve into AI-powered design or enhance your project documentation workflow, we have what you need. We have courses tailored to your needs, and here's a selection of our top offerings. The Complete Revit Guide Premium, right? First off, the Complete Revit Guide Premium is there and it's updated as from last year, and we have some new updates for this year. This comprehensive course is to help you perfect all of your Revit workflows, right? The course highlights that I'll share today are what you'll be able to learn. You'll be able to learn those fundamentals of Revit in a structured, easy to follow format where you'll dive into topics like family creation, project phasing, as well as collaboration. You gain practical experience through hands-on projects and real-world examples, doing some beautiful architecture and modeling really beautiful work, right? By the end of this course, you'll be professional in Revit and ready to tackle those complex projects with confidence. You can check this out in the episode page information or visit Iamthestudio for more about these courses. Next up is Inkscape. Okay, so if you want to create stunning photorealistic renderings directly from your models, this course is for you. Okay, here's some course highlights. Okay, you'll learn how to use Inkscape both with SketchUp and Revit. You'll also be able to master techniques like lighting, materials, camera settings to produce compelling visuals, right? You'll also explore real-time rendering as VR capabilities to enhance the client presentations. So this course will help you empower your workflows to bring your designs to life, make your presentations, your visualizations more engaging and impactful. And again, there's always a lead into also some V-Ray courses, which is now V-Ray and Inkscape together. All right. Next, we're going to talk about those interested in parametric design with our Intro to Rhino Grasshopper Parametric Design Primer. It's a game changer. Here's some highlights from that course. You'll be able to understand fundamentals of visual scripting with Grasshopper. You'll be able to learn complex adaptive geometries and explore algorithmic design, as well as you'll be able to apply parametric principles to real-world architectural projects. And by the end of the course, you'll have skills to incorporate parametric design into your workflow, opening new avenues for creativity and efficiency on a new level. Okay. Next is AI for Architects, Chrome AI Essentials. Now, embracing the future design, we offer AI for architects with a variety of AI tools. Now, Chrome AI has really done a lot in the recent years, so this is something I'm really focusing on for today. Right? So here's some of the course highlights. You'll learn how to use Chrome AI to transform your sketches to concept models into realistic renders. You'll be exploring AI-driven design generation and refinement techniques for your work. You'll also understand some ethical consideration and best practices for AI in architecture. This course positions you at the cutting edge of architectural design, leveraging AI to enhance creativity and productivity. So here's a success story I'd like to share from one of our students, Mark Marenga. Coming from a traditional architecture background, Mark found that Iamthestudio introduced him to cutting edge tools and methodologies. And with the skills he acquired, he was able to modernize his design approach, secure larger projects, and bring his clients' visions to life in ways that he hadn't imagined before. So I'm just happy to help dozens of students every month, every year. It's in the hundreds to thousands with these skills. So I'm just glad to continue to support that. So here's an exclusive offer for 2025 to help you kickstart your year. We're offering an exclusive deal. Start today with 2 weeks free access to Iamstudio and its collection and unlock your potential. After your trial, you can continue your learning journey with 25% off your monthly annual plan using the code AB Resolution 2025 to get started with this offer. Again, that's AB Resolution 2025. So what are you waiting for? Whether it's mastering Revit, exploring AI-driven design, or diving into parametric modeling, there's no better time. Visit iamstudio.com to explore our full course catalog to begin your journey today. Up next, we'll discuss how to set those New Year's resolutions that will, in a way that will help you position yourself for amazing opportunities in 2025. Okay? So now that we have talked about learning new skills and explored some great courses to help you level up, let's focus on how to position yourself for new opportunities in 2025, like a broader approach, okay? Setting resolutions is a great way to create a clear roadmap for growth. And as architects, this means looking beyond just the technical skills, of course. So what kind of resolutions should you consider to stand out in this competitive industry? Let's break it down into 3 actionable areas: professional development, personal branding, and building your network. Okay? Looking at the first category, let's talk about professional development. A lot of architects focus on the day to day demands of their projects, but taking the time to sharpen those skills and your expertise can make a big difference in your career. Now, here's a few goals to consider: get certified, right? Whether it's earning a Grasshopper certification, Revit certification, like in a skill, or becoming a licensed architect or gaining a LEED accreditation, which might take a little more time. These credentials will signal to potential employers and clients that you're serious about your craft, or of course, where you are in your teams. Next is improving your project leadership skills. Step up as a team leader, mentor junior staff, or take responsibility for managing a project phase. Leadership skills are as valuable as design intent. Next, specialize in a niche. Think about what sets you apart. Maybe it's parametric design, sustainable architecture, or AI integration. Specializing gives you an edge in the market. Next, build and leverage your personal brand. Okay, let's discuss about that. All right. In today's digital world, your representation and reputation, it isn't just about what you know in person. It's also about how you're perceived online. Okay. So here's how to strengthen your personal brand. Update your portfolio. Number 1, right? Make sure your portfolio highlights innovative work and tells a story about who you are as a designer, using tools like Behance, ArtConnect, or even a personal website to showcase your work. Share your expertise. Create content to share your knowledge. This could be through writing a blog posts, sharing tips on LinkedIn, or even starting an Instagram page where you discuss architectural trends, right? That's an opportunity, just sharing that out. Next is showcasing your process, okay? Don't just show polished renders all the time, right? Sometimes you'll just show how you got there and also your design solutions. Clients and employers love to see creative thinking in action, so that's one way to do that. Number 3, expand your network and collaborations. Let's talk about networking. The architecture industry thrives on connections, and growing your network is one of the best ways to open doors to new opportunities, right? Here's how to make it happen. Join professional communities. Participate in local AIA, NOMA, or CSI chapters, just to say the top, right? As well as design meetups and online forums. These groups are great for exchanging ideas and learning about upcoming projects and industry trends. Collaborate across the disciplines, partner with professionals in other fields like engineering, sustainability, or even tech startups. This kind of cross-disciplinary work can lead to truly innovative projects. And then you can engage on social platforms. LinkedIn isn't just a place to post your resume. Engage in discussions, comment on articles, and share your own thoughts to stay visible in the community. Also just see the interesting things that are going on. Let's talk about the power of professional communities. Being part of an active organization isn't just about adding a line to your resume. It's also about connecting with peers, gaining access to invaluable resources, and staying on top of industry trends. So here are some of the most impactful organizations, just to name a few, that you should consider joining, along with how they can help you as an architect. Let's break it down one by one. The American Institute of Architects. That's the one we have up first because the AIA is one of the most influential professional organizations for architects in the United States, boasting over 96,000 members. Why join the AIA? You have access to continuing education for programs which are critical for maintaining licensure and staying current in the industry innovations. You'll be able to network with other professionals at local, state, and national events, including the highly regarded AIA Conference on Architecture. Next, you'll be able to tap into resources like the AIA contract documents, as well as the firm resources where you find industry insights about what's happening with firms, and also be part of advocacy efforts to advance the profession. The AIA is about helping architects elevate their practice and make a meaningful impact on the built environment. Whether you're just starting out or a seasoned professional, this organization offers a wealth of opportunities to grow. Next is the National Organization of Minority Architects, or NOMA. NOMA focuses on promoting diversity, equity, and inclusion within the architecture and design profession. It also just loves to celebrate architecture. So it's a great thing for all people to be involved in. Why join NOMA? You can connect with a diverse network of architects and designers who are committed to advancing representation in the field, right? Participating in programs like the NOMA Annual Conference, the NOMA Student Design Competition, and leadership initiatives for minority professionals, right? You can also gain mentorship and support through initiatives like Project Pipeline and other programs like that, which inspire and supports the next generation of designers. NOMA is not just a professional organization, it's a movement to transform the industry into a more inclusive and equitable space. So it's an awesome part, and I'm a part of it, and I attest to that. Next is the Construction Specifications Institute. It's an impactful organization. It's called CSI. CSI is perfect for architects looking to deepen their expertise in project specifications and construction documentation. Why join CSI? Well, you can access certification programs like the Construction Documentation Technologist and Certification Construction Specifier to boost your technical knowledge and credibility. You can attend also the local and national CSI chapter meetings to network with architects, specifiers, and product manufacturers. You'll also be able to stay ahead of industry standards with CSI Master Format and Uniformat, which are critical for creating organized, consistent specifications. And for architects heavily involved in the technical side of projects, CSI offers unmatched resources and a network of like-minded professionals. Finally, let's talk about those local design meetups and online forums. Don't underestimate the power of small or localized groups and online communities. These spaces are perfect for connecting with architects and designers and just creatives in your area or niche. Why join local groups? Well, you can attend informal gatherings to discuss design trends, share project challenges, or even collaborate on new initiatives. You'll also stay plugged into local design scene activities by participating in public design competitions, gallery exhibitions, or even planning workshops. The local art crawl is one example of this, where I found it to be both fun and informative for keeping up with design trends and community connection. Also, in terms of the world of online forums, a platform joining communities like ArchiConnect or the Revit Users Group or various online workshops are places where you can learn and share insights with a global network of designers as well on the local level as well. These groups may not be as formal as AI or NOMA, but they offer great opportunities for collaboration and creative exchange that you can benefit directly from. So now resolutions, let's talk about those resolutions, how to set those goals. They are only as good as your plan to achieve them, right? So we can now talk about how to make your actionable, realistic goals come to life. Start small, okay? Instead of saying, I want to master parametric design this year, break it into smaller milestones, like completing one Grasshopper tutorial or one Dynamo tutorial per week. Set a deadline. Give yourself realistic but firm deadlines. For example, aim to update your portfolio by March or complete a certification by June. Then you want to track your progress using a journal or app or even a spreadsheet to track your resolutions and your work. You will see the progress and it will keep you motivated throughout the year. That's something I love having a journal and I love keeping that. And you can even put that in your calendar, having your month-to-month goals. Remember, positioning yourself for opportunities isn't just about being the most talented architect in the room. It's about showing people your value, building meaningful connections, and staying ahead of the curve. So as you map out your resolutions for 2025, maybe refine some ones that you've sort of started the year with and figuring out where to go next. Ask yourself, what steps can I take to move closer to my goals tomorrow? Because every small step adds up to something big. Up next, we will wrap up the episode with some final tips and a sneak peek into what's coming in the next set of episodes for Architecture Beyond. Okay, so as we are wrapping up this episode and looking at what's happening on, let's take a recap. We talked about key skills that architects should focus on in 2025, like mastering 3D modeling, advancing your rendering and visualization with AI, or exploring parametric design and streamlining project documentation workflows. These are not just technical skills, they're tools that can transform your career and open the door for new opportunities. We also explored the importance of joining professional communities like the American Institute of Architects, the National Organization of Minority Architects, and the Construction Specification Institute, just to name a few. Each of these organizations offers invaluable resources, networking opportunities, and mentorship to help you grow and succeed, as well as opportunities for you to also serve. This year, I'm co-chair for NOMA Professional Development Committee for NOMA Nashville, and I've found serving and participating greatly rewarding over the years, many times back. So this isn't just a one-time conversation. The skills and organization we've highlighted today will form the foundation for many valuable episodes this year for sure. For example, we will dive on episodes in the following: practical ways for utilizing AI tools like Midjourney and DALL-E to revolutionize your process. We'll also show thought-provoking discussions with the latest in tools and techniques in platforms like Rhino, Revit, and SketchUp, and many more that bring new insights how you can inform your workflow. We'll also look at the benefit of earning certifications like CDT through CSI to elevate your technical expertise. We'll also have some great insights in the industry from designers on the manufacturer side with concepts like original design that preserve the quality of products and standards from design ideas to fabrication. Next, we'll also be making sure to have conversations with leaders and innovators from organizations like NOMA and AIA on building a more thoughtful and rewarding architecture industry for everyone involved. These coming episodes will give you actionable insights and inspiration to help you stay ahead in your career. So I hope you stay tuned. Before we go, I want to leave you with this. 2025 is your year to take control of your career and your work. Whether it's through learning a new skill, refining your portfolio, joining a professional organization, or simply setting clear goals for yourself, every step you take matters. Remember, growth doesn't happen overnight, right? It's about small, consistent steps and efforts that add up to something big and extraordinary over time. And as always, Architecture Beyond is here to help. If you found today's episode valuable, make sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a review, and share it with your colleagues or friends. Together, we can build a community of architects and creatives who are ready to take on the challenges of tomorrow. And don't forget to follow us on social media. That's the Iamthestudio channel, because Iamthestudio is the sponsor and hosting for Architecture Beyond, as well as iamstudio.com and slash the podcast, as you can see on the homepage. All right. So plus, if you haven't already checked out the courses of iamstudio.com, it's your first step towards mastering skills like we discussed today using the code AB Resolution 2025 for 25% off your course or subscription. Thank you for tuning in. Again, this is Brandon Gibbs, your host, and here's to a full year of growth, innovation, and opportunity. Until the next time, keep designing and dreaming big. See you in the next episode.